Hello everyone, welcome back to Fallout, A Tale of Two Wastelands. Now we will be finishing this DLC in this episode. Just need to finish off a couple of these quests for the think tank. Each one of them I think has a different quest associated to each one of them. There was some small energy bulk right there. Alright. Oh, and I do have the ability to equip level 75 requirement items. So, can't use the Tesla cannon just yet, but I'll eventually get there. But first, which one would be the easiest to talk to? Because I think I need to do at least 2 or 3 of them. Or talk to 2 or 3 of them. Okay, hello. Dr. Klein's glasses. I've got both. Wow, Mobius's is actually better. It's actually a lot better. Plus 10 to explosives, perception, and intelligence. But my lucky shades are better because they actually get plus 1 to luck. What is my base luck right now? 8. Serviceable. Intelligence is at 12. I don't even think that's possible. And I did download a handful of mods that affect, well, mostly the Mojave, but that's gonna be a little bit until I go back. Wow, so somehow it's just slightly more damaged. Also, these have a damage resistance value. I didn't even notice that. Alright, let me think. Which one's the easiest one to talk to? Well, I have a brain's best friend, and that's the only one open to me. Let me take some Mentats and some other stuff. Luck, perception, and intelligence -2. Yeah, just in case. Also, Milsler review. Big guns. Yeah, that's not in this mod pack or mod set. Let's talk to Boros first.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
You always get this dramatic.
Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies. Things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
Yeah, I encountered your pet in X8 and had to kill it.
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome. In any event, thank you for putting him down. One less test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
Is this Gabe's bowl? Your dog from X8, Gabe?
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while you know, I'm having the most perplexing feeling squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
Yeah, it sounds like Gabe really loved you.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty's sissy pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that bowl. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range. For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two are hitting me with unexpected force.
Sounds to me like you hurt someone who loved you very much.
As odd as it is, I believe that is the conclusion. And I wonder why it didn't hit me before, until I saw that memory in your hands. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop. Yes, forgotten. Almost. Yes? I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
Alright, well that's that. Now, the next one, picking your brains. $, or why not 8? What was that? Did you just say? Oh, no, I'm kidding. Blasting me with static clicks isn't helpful. Did something happen to your voice module? You better not be cussing me out right now. No. That is too bad or good? Something? I asked you some questions. Okay. You know anything about Mobius of the Forbidden Zone? Alright. Just calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. Wow, we really cannot communicate with him. Who are you? Good to meet you, double circle, dash, whoever. Sounds important, I think. Wow, let's try that again. Can you tell me about these technologies Klein wants? Sound agitated, or you're percolating or something. Okay, tell me about the big empty. No need to be indignant, I was just asking a question. Okay, you're omitting characters in a pattern of 8, bracketed with tone adjustment at the end. Oh, wow. Well, I just heard the rhythm and the sequence is all. Well, yeah, not to brag, but I've always been more perceptive than everyone else now. Well, all life is patterns. You just gotta let the unconscious process them. Don't you boo me. So your broadcast pattern is Robco term link, but not by choice. Interesting. Also, I need science of 75. Wow, yeah, that's gonna be awful. I got the emitter fully upgraded. I'm happy too. Can't let this thing gather dust. You okay? You look really happy? Oh, wow. Be proud. It's a nice device. Oh, hey, thanks. Don't want it to run out of... Oh, hey. Thanks. Don't want it to run out. You're right. Interesting. So I need 75 to continue the terminal link. Investigation. About $1.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
Can't help but notice your fascination with the human body.
What nonsense. What are you doing? Stop it. Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue. Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago. Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Burr. Bloop. Bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Ah, whew. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Okay, that was strange. I have a real teddy bear for you if you want it.
Whatever for.
Well, I thought you liked them. You keep referring to them.
No, I like teddy bears.
Are you sure your words aren't jumbled?
Teddy bears come in many sizes. Your size is what intrigues me the most. Some say that teddy bears can't be living, breathing things. They are wrong. They are large biological forms, breathing, heaving, snarling, coughing. Lobotomites are my teddy bears. Oh, yes.
Okay. I'm wondering how the reaction would have been if I bought an actual Yaoguai here. You know, we've been down this road already. Moving on.
Very well.
Alright, and that's that for Dala. Now it's time to talk to O.
Stop hovering.
Actually check. And tats are still going. Smart lights are still on. And meeting people is still in effect. Alright.
I mean, if you want. Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
You're Dr. O, correct?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is!
I'm recording.
What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Got some problem with Robco?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain could make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
I don't think I'll worry you about God, no, start that again. I don't think I'll worry you by telling you what House and his robots have been up to since.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girl bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down, just wanted to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
Ooh, Barter 25. I'm gonna need something to debug the Central Intelligence barter routines.
Sure, let's see. What can we feed that stupid personality chip? Ah, here we go. Some worthless bottle caps. These should do it. Just dump them on its surface, and the trade interface should pop up.
Alright. Let me ask him, do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept a mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Oh, I need speech at 65 for that. Well, I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio.
Yep, that's about all I can really do right now. So Dala and Boros have been helped, so to speak.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
Ooh. Let's see. I've recovered all the technological information.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered in my projections. Now, all I need to do is check my transmission databank. Mobius is always filling it up with his psychotic calls. Oh yes, there's the schematics, just like you said. How truthful.
Do these technologies have the information you need?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know?
Why'd you have me get them if you don't know how they would help?
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit, I'll figure it out.
Ooh, we got plenty of these. And I've only got enough for one of them. With the suit's dampening abilities, allow me to sneak into the Forbidden Zone.
I suppose it could. If it could be quiet for more than a few moments, always talking, touching things. It does have an interface disruptor weave against electronics, like the Forbidden Zone door. Let me check something. Of course, I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his.
So I go after him, then what?
The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay. Alright, that's actually pretty good. We get to go after him now. If I had more skills up to snuff, I would be able to do more of those skill checks, but I just simply do not have the XP. So, I should not fast travel directly to it. So, I've got... Try Elijah's watch. Actually, I need to save before I do that. Because I realize I left those robots there.
Ready, steady, fighting.
Uh-oh. Yep, there they are. I almost could not see that. Oh yeah, I can't hit that from here. Let me swap up to bulk. Stinger. There we go.
All right, everyone, calm down. Might have
Okay, let's wait a little bit.
Was that all?
Ooh, wow. The enemies respawned.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Oh, it's too close. Yeah, these rocks are brighter than anything. That is their alerting noise.
Bad guys dealt with.
Alright. This is gonna get dicey, because we're gonna have another Robco or Securitron deconstruction plant situation where the thing in here
This one looks pretty tough.
can probably almost kill me. Oh my god, I'm stuck. And there we go. Okay, yep. Just swap weapons. Yep, there we go.
This will keep you on your feet.
That Mark II can nearly kill me. Jumped. Please just shoot him. There we go.
Fighting over.
God, I hate that. Now I got an idea.
Starting combat. Just kidding.
Let's see, do I have any? I do. Hard save right here while I'm hidden. Stealth boy. Let's see. Okay, activate drones.
Uh-oh. Cessation of hostilities complete.
Power regulation. Pushed for reducing laser output by 25%. They slapped on a backup generator.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
That was a critical hit. That was a decent crit.
I'm certain of it.
Yeah, I'm obviously here.
Bad guys dealt with.
Oh, wait. I need some old cash. Damn it. Yeah, I downloaded a mod that changes that. Oh. Okay, it doesn't know I'm here. Yeah, so going off to the right, that's literally half its health gone. So we're almost through with the... Also, I like how the drones didn't do anything at all. In fact, I don't even think they spawned. Okay, now I need to break off left.
Fighting now.
I break off left here. Go up.
Fighting over.
Okay, this thing is mondo blind.
Time to fight.
An intruder is here.
Bad guys dealt with.
Gotta be sneaky peeky like. Okay, axes for some reason. Also, I need that. Up here. There should be 2 different rooms with force field doors. The one I'm thinking of is over there. Okay, F5. I'm gonna try making sure these things shoot at it. Damn it. I don't have 50 science all of a sudden. No, I need the bonus intelligence from Mentats, don't I? Nope, that seems to be the limit. Alright, let's see what glasses I'm wearing. Nope, I can't hack it. Well. I think there's literally... Okay, yep, this happened before. Oh, I hurt myself and I'm looking through the earth. That's cool. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It's down to half health. What is this one about? Emergency shutdown. Alright. Yeah, the turrets are freaking out. Duct tape, no.
Uh-oh.
Okay, don't get close to the door. Alright. Don't get close to the door. Okay, I have to find a decent amount of cover, because I'm gonna have to take this thing out by tossing grenades at it first.
This one looks pretty tough.
Attack in the name of Mobius!
Was that all?
Okay, it's gonna... Yep. Alright, now we can search the room perfectly fine. Oh. I'm dead. No, I'm kidding. Let's see, speech. Don't want to get that up. Yeah, and look, the robots did nothing.
Move along, please. Move along, please.
That's so dumb. Also, it doesn't have the thing on it. Interesting. It doesn't have the audio thing. Yeah, so, lesson I learned there, don't approach the door until the thing's dead. There it is, I think that's the last one. Yep, that's the last one, and I think it's the best one. Tarantula is a close second.
Do you like me?
Nope, not at all. Okay, so from Radaway, I'm finding a lot of stingers. I don't know if that's supposed to be a common thing or what. But, oh well, let's just go. Uh-huh. He's just kind of running around. He literally is not paying me any mind. Also, Mobius's glove? That wasn't an apparel item. There it is. Wow. It is actually a really okay melee weapon. I'm going to guess he was about to give my brain a body. They said I was mad, he says.
Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body. Have them all removed.
Okay, he takes it literally. Still pretty funny. Uh-huh. Well, there's combat armor. That's okay.
I do so love integers.
Let me see. Can I repair Elijah's advanced layer with one of these? Yeah, I can. Yeah. Can I mod it? Yes, I can. Yep, these mods are going on it. Yeah, look at that. Really good now. I'm gonna keep searching. Also, brain tank. Scientist scrubs. Oh my god, hello. Well, hello there. It uses energy cells. I think this is added by another millennia. That is goddamn hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna have to pop a buff out for that one. And I'm not taking this at all. I can come back here later if I need money. Giant stash of mentats. And room full of junk. Axes, okay. Okay, I don't even think I found Mobius's outfit. Or was it right here? Yep, that is the full Mobius set right there. Yes, science, intelligence, and charisma. Damn, his outfits would actually, or pieces of his outfit would actually be really good for a melee or a explosive build. Oh, God. God. Oh, great, he's running from me. Okay, let's talk to him.
Hmm? Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing, you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Is that better?
Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat?
Thanks.
I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end.
Weren't exactly what I was expecting.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
I need my brain back.
Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
Time for me to go. Goodbye.
Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
All right, yeah. Not exactly what I think anyone was thinking he would be like. All right, let's talk to our brain. This is gonna get tricky. Menacing brains.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again?
It seems to be another one of those misgendering things that this DLC for some reason has at least 2 of them. Find it funny though. So why does my brain sound so masculine?
Ah, well, as to that, you'd be surprised how hard a feminine-sounding voice modulator is to find in the Forbidden Zone. It's not as though brain-sustaining life support tanks grow on trees. I had to take what I could get.
Are you my brain?
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
There's no need to be sarcastic. Meeting your own brain is a strangely odd event.
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
Yes, because running around a crater full of bizarre science experiments, hygiene is a top priority.
Well, I see sarcasm hasn't eluded you. Fine, perhaps now isn't the best time, but it's the principle of the thing.
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, a, quote, dick, unquote, as if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Hmm? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
I didn't realize it caused you so much distress.
Well, maybe next time you hear me telling you that charging a napkin with a penknife is a bad idea, you'll listen.
Don't you want to be reunited? I thought you'd be happy to get back into my head.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
I can see your point. What can I do to make this a fair compromise?
If you want me back, we need to establish some ground rules. First, showers! Second, regular checkups. Regular, mind you, and from a reputable doctor. Third, you need to listen to me more than your hormonal choir and genitalian orchestra. Promise me that, and you've got a deal.
Fine, you've got a deal.
Really? I didn't expect you to actually agree to that. I'm afraid that was a bit of a bluff, really. I'm not going with you.
So what, you'd rather stay here? Never leaving that tank of whatever that is?
Well, certainly there might be some things I miss about being ambulatory. We have seen some incredible sights, haven't we? Helios 1 coming back online. But still, given the tremendous, potentially life-ending peril that went along with those, yes, I'd rather stay here.
That is hilarious. I think that's the only thing I did in New Vegas, huh? Never mind, I want to talk about something else.
Of course you...
How the hell did Mobius get a hold of my brain?
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
How'd he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
That seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
Well, that answers that. On to something else.
Well, as long as you're...
Okay, come on, let's go. We need to get out of here.
Ugh, crawl back in there? Are you mad? I don't know where you've been. For all I know, you're riddled with disease or packing one of those delightful head wounds you seem to attract. I'm not crawling back into your head just to ooze right back out again.
Promise I'll take better care of myself.
Even if I believe you, and I'm not saying I do, we still have one significant problem we're facing. Even if I wanted to settle myself back in your skull and go to all the trouble of reconnecting nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share.
Let's go make them share. No. Why? They promised to put us back together once I did what they wanted.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the whole Mojave will be their playground. And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
What's so bad about letting the brains get out? They don't seem that terrible.
Don't seem so bad. They vivisected us just to see what would happen. Have you forgotten the lobotomites? The cyber dogs, I assume you saw those. Imagine that kind of science spread across the entire Mojave. Every man, woman, and child we've met reduced to a lobotomite. Is that what you want?
Then let's go make them share. Come on, brain, it's stomping time.
Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning?
Oh, wow. Guns, explosives, melee weapons, unarmed. Wow. I'm going to give them a demonstration of the physics behind small, fast-moving chunks of lead. I'm going to show them what's really the brightest thing in the room. That's a good one.
Oh, energy weapons, yes. I'd almost forgotten how much fun those are. How do we proceed then?
Well, if the tank won't hold up their bargain, we'll make them. Let's go.
Right. Look out, think tank. This brain is coming out of its jar. I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Yep. There we go. Make up your mind. That is an actual challenge name. Alright, I will... Ooh, I just realized something. We went to... What was it called? Yeah, the Y-17. I never went back. What the hell was that? Oh, it was that. That scared me. Well, I have to go back to Y-17. I think I may have missed... I think 2 things there. 2 or 3 things. That, I think, is the wrong direction. Also, what is that?
Nobody ever notices me, but they notice the Pip-Boy light.
Yeah, they notice you all the time because you don't stop goddamn talking. Oh, there was Radex and a Radaway here. Alright. Oh my god. Kidding. I'll go back to Y-17. Uh-oh, buff out, buff out, buff out, please. There are enemies behind me, I think. Get back in here.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
It's all going dark.
You have insulted my honor, and for that, you must die.
That's all.
Okay, short distances are apparently the best. Oh, and I did download a mod that changes up a little bit about Nuka-Cola. Although the Cola perk I don't think works anymore. Gain bonus crit chance. Okay, let me check that. If I drink a Nuka-Cola, does it still activate the crit boost? No, it doesn't seem to. Well, I mean, it's still really good. Psycho purified water. Also, I feel like there's going to be something that enters from this side, and I don't have a single goddamn thing. Alright, save. Aha, well. Let me get some OCs on. 556 and microfusion cells. Aha. Ambient noises just scared me. Radaway. Ammo. Microfusion cells. Interesting. Also, sterilizer glove.
Time to fight.
What the fuck? Okay. That's really cool. Alright, we'll just immediately do this.
Time to fight. Bad guys dealt with.
Alright, wow. It also seems like one of them didn't spawn properly. Also, needler pistol. Oh yeah, this is just, it's like a poor man's nail gun, like semi-auto nail gun. What? Oh, I completely missed this. This would have been an amazing alternative. Also 20 plus sneak. It's really good. Wow. Pipe rifle, one shot. Wow, that's why that didn't do very much damage. And this guy had a knife. Really cool. I think that's it. I know there's the weather station that I can go to, which I might as well go to. I think it's right there. Do not fast travel while enemies are
Please
around.
take this. I don't want you to die. This one looks pretty tough.
Jam, and there's dogs. Yeah, I did spend the rest of my money on fixing this, though. I did not get a Fido. Or repair it up. Okay. Oop. Can I just go? Okay, they returned to their spawn points. Alright. Wow. Yeah, I tried to get out of there quick. But I just couldn't. Alright, let's just go past the fence. It'll put me back in the sink. Oh, wait. We're good. Alright, so past the construction zone.
Bad guys dealt with.
About ran out again. Okay, I couldn't see for a second there. There should be. Yep. Here it is. However, if I get anywhere close to that, enemies will spawn, so... Drop here. Engage the JFP.
Time to fight.
What?
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Oh yeah, of course you can't. I am all sorts of messed up right now. Turbo. Do I have it?
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Oh my god. Alright, that's just great. Absolutely great. Let's see, sunset. Nope, but I can heal off of colas.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful here. I think there's a boss enemy in here. 5, crouch.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
I'm dead. I'm actually dead, yeah. Wow.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Like, I just can't take cover anywhere.
I can't give you anything for that injury.
Okay, that's terrifying. Yeah, in this building is a snow globe. Yeah, I'm getting that off camera. Absolutely not dealing with that right now. We'll just end the story. I can't do everything.
Do you like me?
Because usually, you know what, fuck off. Shut up. Yeah. I can't do anything right now. Especially while fighting a boss like that. And he's got a ton of health and EMP resistance. No, I'm doing that off camera. I'm not dealing with that frustration right now.
You require some additional...
So let's just swap body parts, place heart, cardiac arrest perk. Your heart is back in your body, but some advanced technology remains. You are less resistant to poison. Robots are somewhat confused by you. On the bright side, healing items are twice as effective. Oh no!
You require some additional...
Reattach spine. Spineless reinforced spine. Your torso can now be crippled again, but your strength and damage threshold are doubled.
You require some additional...
Now I can put my brain back in, right? Nope. This is where your brain's supposed to be. Alright, so the brain will stay out of the way. Alright, I have to be ready for a fight. These guys... I have no idea if they're gonna go after me immediately or not.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped?
I found my brain. Now you and I are going to settle things.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again.
I'm not handing my brain over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments.
Ooh. Now let's see. Do you think I killed Mobius?
Yes! Wait, you did, didn't you? You are lying. No, you are not. Your heartbeat, perspiration, all excessively confident and sure of yourself. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all!
Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first.
Nonsense! Confer, colleagues? Those are two words I do not recognize.
Dr. Klein, I must intersect. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dalla?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism, breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive. For study. Slow study.
Dalla, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, are you sure we've calculated all the combat probabilities here? I mean, the lobotomite confronted Mobius. Plus, you know, we haven't had a COMBAT drill in forever. I don't think we could form a tactical attack triangle if we wanted to.
Releasing the WOMBAT was not my plan, so get off my voice box.
Silencing opinionators.
I, for one, cannot bear to let this continue. I don't see what is to be gained by throwing another body into our labs, especially one that has done us a service, gone where we feared to go. This lobotomite doesn't deserve our knives. It deserves our respect. We should care for it, feed it, nurture it, give it the life Gabe never had. Why am I even listening to you fools? The determinators are greater than the hesitators, so hesitators, be quiet. We are bigger, smarter, and floatier than you, lobotomites. We don't wish to fight you, so surrender your brain, now.
Well, I guess I'll have to just kill them all.
A fight? I've never been in a fight. What do I... Ah! Colleagues! Think tank! Alert! Alert! We are under attack!
Oh my god! Yeah, I should have gone with at least 3 of them. But we're well past that point, and I am in trouble. Turbo, steady, rebound, psycho, mentats, everything. Nope, turbo doesn't last long enough. Damn. Alright, well, I've heard their opinions. I'm just gonna blast them. I'm literally in a bind here because I can't talk to them individually. I got a bit of a thought. Wait, can I use this while they're... No, I can't. Okay. Yeah, I got a bit of a thought here. He is blind as a bat, isn't he? Alright, let's just start slamming everything.
Firing cranial beams at my strength.
Oh my god! Dodging lasers like Neo. Yeah, 8 is the weakest. Yep, sorry everyone. Yeah. I hate to end it this way, but there was no way I was going to be able to keep them alive. Yeah. I feel a little disappointed in myself because I just don't have the skills. 2 of them require speech, 1 of them requires science, and I was only able to get 1 of the speech points out. God. I feel a little disappointed in myself, but hey, that's the end of the DLC. I just don't have the skill points, or really the skills up at all. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to get more than 2. Because I know the deciding factor would be, out of the 5 of them, 3. I only got 2. Oh well, that's the end of the DLC.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the most powerful minds of the 23rd century. The courier who had been brought to the Big Empty became its new overlord, using its facilities ruthlessly and decisively when needed. Sometimes, science is more than a quest for discovery. It is a weapon to be used in the service of one with the strength to understand it.
The courier had scoured much of the Big Empty, although secrets still remained in the crater's depths. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The biological research station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The thing continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the big empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. It learned several new murderous techniques from the courier and built a blood shrine to itself in the cuckoo's nest. The cave floor was soon filled with the horror of 100 gutted toasters. A silent, grisly, unplugged audience. Their purpose? To toast bread. Unfulfilled.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2910. If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches. Although he forgot their names once too often and was soon left in the dark as punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it, without so much as a note on the nightstand. So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ, and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
The think tank basement, filled with the lobotomized robotical frames of the doctors, now served as a graveyard. The monitors had recorded the battle in its entirety, including the think tank's final, shrill, terrified screams, whimpers, and pleas for mercy. They broadcast these humiliating last moments as a warning to anyone approaching the perimeter that other smarty pants were not welcome. The courier was the inheritor of the Big Empty, and there was room for only one will in the halls of the think tank dome.
There is an expression in the Wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
The Big Empty lived up to its name. A hollow crater of failures of a past era. A last sad statement of the old world.
In the time following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, Old World Blues became more than a catchphrase.
It became a reality, a withering form of nostalgia for times long past.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, it was all this and more. Old world blues, new world misery. The two became one in the courier's shadow.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
You have lost the brainless perk and gained the big-brained perk. Your brain is back in your body, but some of the advanced technologies remain. Your head still cannot be crippled, but you are 10% more resistant to addiction, and surprisingly, your damage threshold has been improved. Yep, and we get the TTW version of Transportal Ponder, which will allow us to basically teleport everywhere. Well, that was Old World Blues. I hope you guys enjoyed, even though we got the bad ending and the bad karma ending. Yeah, it was a pretty fun ride. So please leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell, set notifications to all, and I see you guys in the next video. Peace.